Yo, what's up fellow card fighters, StereoDragonGravity here again today with another commentated card fight, this time Royal Paladin, Exculpate the Blaster versus Murakumo, ZANBAKU. We already have Royal Paladin riding Pongo and passing the turn. Murakumo riding into the Stealth Rogue of Silence, getting the draw, swing at the Vanguard, drive checking a draw trigger, dealing 1 damage. Royal Paladin now riding into the one and only Blaster Blade, calls an Allen and activates his ability to call it from hand and get that draw and get +3 to that Allen until end of turn. Also calling a Pongo, so charging 1 from the top of the deck. Calling down a critical trigger and swing at the Vanguard, dealing 1 damage. Swinging with the Vanguard. Goes ahead and guards the Blaster Blade. Drive check, critical trigger, giving all the effects to the Akane. Swing with Akane boosted by Pongo. It does have that +10k and a crit. And dealing 2 damage, and he gets the heal trigger, so he goes back down to 2. Murakumo's turn now again. Stand and draw. Rise the Fushimi. It may attack the back row due to his own ability. Call a Million Rat, activating its skill to perform its Shadow Clone Ninjutsu and Superior Call 1 from the deck with -4k power until end of turn behind the Vanguard and shuffle the deck. Swings at the Vanguard with Fushimi. No, he's swinging at Akane with his Vanguard Fushimi. Trying to poke a little bit at the rear guard. Does guard it. Drive check. No trigger. And swing at the Allen with his Million Rat. Stand and draw for Royal Paladin. Does he have a grade 3? Yes he does. He rides into the Alfred. Activating his imaginary gift, Force. Thinking about where does he want to place it, where is it going to benefit him the most. He puts it on the Akane. Rear guard front row circle. Swings with his Vanguard to his Million Rat in the front row. Again, going for the long game. Drive check, a Wingull, and another non-trigger, Jaron. Swing at the Vanguard. 1 damage, no trigger. Stand and draw for Murakumo. Ride, ZANBAKU, activating imaginary gift, Excel. Calling an arrestor to, a left arrestor to the Excel circle and activating ZANBAKU's skill. Search the deck and call another arrestor. There he is. Now no re-ride for Royal Paladin, activating Million Rat as well to Superior Call another one from the deck with -4k power until end of turn behind the right arrestor and shuffle the deck. Calls a Fushimi and it can attack the back row this turn. Swings with ZANBAKU. 25k to the rear guard Akane. Twin drive check, draw trigger. 10k to right arrestor and draw. Second check, Fushimi. Swings 14 at Pongo with Fushimi's skill. 19 at Alfred with the left arrestor on the Excel circle. Guard it with the Pongo. Swing for 23 with right arrestor, dealing 1 damage. And that's the end of the turn. So stand and draw for Royal Paladin once again. He cannot re-ride this turn. So what can he do? What does he have? Calls a Wingull and activate Alfred's skill to search the deck for that Royal Knight we all know and love, Blaster Blade. calls the blaster blade to the front row rearguard circle with the force marker and shuffles the deck. Also calls a Jaron to the rear guard, because that will swing for 15k by itself right now. And swing with the Alfred at the left arrestor in the Excel circle, really wanting to limit ZANBAKU's plays next turn. It's good, twin drive, pawn go, and a heal trigger, giving the 10k power to Jaron after thinking he was going to give it to the blaster blade, but you know, you want to balance out those numbers, try and get as much shield out of the hand. So swinging at the right arrestor now, again trying to limit ZANBAKU's plays for future turns. He does not guard it, so it's gone, and then swings at the Fushimi? Yes, he guards it. Stand and draw for ZANBAKU once again. Calls the Musashi to the Excel circle. That's a very dangerous card for Royal Paladin here. And calls another Fushimi. Again, allowing the one on the right to attack the back row. With a boost from Moyenrat, attacks with ZANBAKU to the blaster blade in the front row. No guard, twin drive, heal trigger, going back down to 2 damage, giving the power to Fushimi on rear guard, and second check, another ZANBAKU. Swings with Fushimi at Pongle or Wingle and guards it, so he can keep that Wingle for another blaster blade. Swing with his Fushimi with 31 to Jaron. Jaron is gone. Now swinging 27 with the guard restrict, and he does take the damage. Stand and draw for Royal Paladin. Top decks and rides Exculpate the blaster, activating its effect. Soul blasting all but that blaster blade and the counter blast to unlock a much more powerful ability for the future of this turn. Calls on Alfred. Goes ahead and gets his imaginary gift and gives it to the Vanguard. Even though he missed timing, it is mandatory, so he still does get it. Swing 24 to his entire field with Exculpate the blaster. He goes ahead and guards a Musashi, but leaves the rest of his field open. Twin drive, no triggers revealed, but he did lose a lot of his field there and does take the 3rd damage. And now Exculpate the blaster's skill resolves, putting cards from the hand into the soul, rewriting blaster blade, and swings at where does he decide to swing at? He swings 25 to Musashi, deciding that it would be better to take out this dangerous rear guard since he does not have the critical bonus from blaster blade at the moment, and it is retired. Drive check, no trigger, and then passes the turn so he can't give more counterblasts to ZANBAKU. Now what will ZANBAKU do this turn? He lost his soul's field, he re-rides into a new ZANBAKU, getting another Excel circle. Calls to rear guard 1 and 2 left arrestor. And calls an Amatsu snipe to boost, activating ZANBAKU's skill to search the deck for an arrestor. Calls a right arrestor to the other Excel circle and shuffles the deck. Swings with the ZANBAKU for 17 at the Vanguard. Guards with a heal trigger for 2 to pass, twin drive, no trigger, second check, critical trigger. Where does he give the critical and power to? He's giving it to the left arrestor on the Excel circle. Swings with the right arrestor on the Excel circle to Alfred on the rear guard. Now we do have a Matsu Snipe boosting. It does have its plus 5k power since something was called from the deck. Swinging 21 to the Vanguard, dealing a damage, getting a draw trigger. Very clutch for Royal Paladin here. So now swinging with the left arrestor to the Blaster Blade. It does have the crit. He needs to guard this, and he does with the heal trigger. Stand and draw for Royal Paladin. Now does he have that grade 3? He does. Riding the Alfred and gaining the imaginary gift force, giving it to the other rear guard circle in his front row. So his entire front row does have force now. Checking his soul and damage. Does he check his drop as well? Making sure he still has targets in his deck to Superior Call. Activating Alfred's skill, searching the deck for that Blaster Blade, calling it to the force circle on the right. Shuffle the deck. Calls another Alfred to the other front row rearguard circle, and Alfred gains plus 10 as well as Blaster Blade gains plus 5 off his Vanguard's effect. Swing with the Alfred at the right arrestor for 38. Twin drive check. Heal trigger once again, giving the power to the Alfred on rearguard, healing that damage. Second check, critical trigger, giving the power and critical effect to Blaster Blade. Swinging with the Blaster Blade, boosted by the Wingle. 48 critical 2 at the Vanguard. Taking the damage, damage checking a draw trigger, 10k and draw. Second check, another draw trigger, plus 10 to the Vanguard and another draw. Coming in, another clutch play, getting the hand and the power he needs to defend to the next turn, and swinging at the left arrestor. Again, he probably can't go for the finish now, so he's going for the field. Stand and draw for ZANBAKU. Activating ZANBAKU's skill. Searching for another arrestor from the deck. Calling on a right arrestor to the Excel circle and shuffle the deck. Calls a Musashi to the other Excel circle. 17 to the Vanguard from ZANBAKU. No guard, twin drive. Check 1, Amatsu Snipe. Check 2, Mandala Lord. So he does splash a little Mandala Lord in there, and he does damage check the draw trigger. Coming in clutch again, getting that draw and power to help him survive this turn. Swing at 19 Alfred on rearguard. No guard, sit, and it goes into the drop zone. Boost with a Matsu Snipe. Soul Blast and 26 to the Vanguard. No, to the Blaster Blade, and it is gone. 27 to the Vanguard, and it does have the guard restrict, so he decides to no guard. Hits another draw trigger, drawing, and that's the end of the turn. Stand and draw. Call in a Kane, counterblast, and search the deck for that Pongal. No Pongal in the deck, but it goes ahead and uses Alfred's skill to search the Blaster Blade and call it to rearguard. Pulls the Akane back and calls a Jaron, so he has a bit of a stronger field. And don't forget, Alfred and Blaster Blade get power due to Alfred's skill. 38k to the Vanguard from Alfred. Nullify the attack with Leaves Mirage. Twin Drive check. 1, 2. No triggers revealed. Swings with Blaster Blade boosted by Wingle at the Musashi for 38k power. Dropping 2 cards to defend his Musashi, definitely wants to keep that. And swings with the Jaron. Deciding where to put it, swinging at the Arrestor. Trying to limit his plays next turn, and he guards it. Stand and draw. Looking at his drop zone to see what is left in his deck, that both players don't have much left, so they got to be careful here what they can spear or call. Murakumo wants to go for a play, but they got to make sure those combos pieces are available one way or another. All checking their open cards, either in the drop or the damage. Ride, Mandala Lord, activating its effect to clone Musashi and Amatsu Snipe. And of course he gets that imaginary gift, Excel. So you definitely want to make sure he still had those in the deck, because they could get him the win right here. Calls the Snipe in the front row on the right. And then he can call that Musashi to rear guard, so he has 6 different units in his front row, so he can deal 6 different attacks this turn. There's not too many cards left in play, so we gotta bring it out here. Calling another Amatsu Snipe to the rear guard, as well as a Million Rat, putting everything on the table this turn. Royal Paladin now looking through Murakumo's drop zone, seeing what triggers are still available to him in his deck. He does have 7 cards left in hand, so can he guard this? 6 different attacks he has to block. Mandala Lord boosted by the Million Rat to the Vanguard, asking to see if there are any triggers in his damage. There are 3 open. Still thinking about if he can guard this turn. He might have to rely on a heal trigger. Still 2 heal triggers left in the deck for Royal Paladin, so he could clutch up here. No guard, twin drive, draw trigger, you draw the card, and plus 10 to wear. Gives it to Amatsu Snipe. Second check, ZANBAKU. Damage check, not a heal trigger, and that is game.
Are you ready to go fight?